Hello and welcome to the JV game. This is Immanuel Lutheran Lancers versus Augusta Beavers. This is Joel Bernthal commentating to you, for you, not to you. I guess to you as well. But we have about 34 seconds until the game starts. Not a large group on here today, only 7 people. But tonight is senior night, so those of you that are on right now, please join us for that. That'll be during the varsity game. I guess senior night's all night, but senior night activity type stuff is during the varsity game. Let's see if I can adjust the screen because there, that's better. Oh yeah, there will be no C team game that is separate. It'll be JV and C team combined. So throughout the game, C team players should be subbing in for JV players. Immanuel should be serving first. Usually visitors serve. I'm not sure if that's the same for JV. I know it is for varsity. Yeah, Sheridan will begin serving for the Lancers once this game starts. I think they're waiting on somebody to take off jewelry. And once somebody decides to grab a ball, there we go. Yeah, it shouldn't be on that side either. A little bit mixed up tonight. Anyway, here we go. Sheridan will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. That is received by, I can't tell the number, set by 4. Spike from 11. That'll go to, oh, I don't know her. Isabel Rail. Spike over from Madison Bauer. 1-0 Lancers lead. Sheridan Nelner will continue to serve. Nelner serve again is over. Received by number that I still can't see. Set by 4. Spike from 7. Received by Nelner. Set by Milky and Kazemba. Spike over from Bauer. That goes at the feet of the libero. 2-0. Lancers lead by 2. Nelner will continue to serve. Nelner's serve again is over. Received by 1. Set by 4. Spike from 10. Nice up from Sheridan Nelner. Set by Milky. Set over by Falkenberg. Set by 7. Spike from 10. Received by Nelner. Set over by Bauer, which goes into the block of number 10 and onto the ground. 2-1. Lancers lead by 1. Number 10 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Bumped over by Falkenberg. Goes off the top of the net and goes out to the left. Score is tied at 2. 10 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve again is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Bauer outside. That goes into the net. 3-2. Lancers down by 1. 10 will continue to serve for Augusta. Serve is over. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg in the center. Nice up from 4. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky outside. Received by 4 again. Set by 11. Set over by 7 to the back row to Sheridan. Set by Milky again. Spike from Falkenberg. Received by 10. Set by 4. Spike from 1. That goes to the top of the net and down. Score is tied at 3. And Falkenberg will begin serving. Her serve is over. Received by the libero. Set by number 4. Spike from 1. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. That goes under the top of the net. 4-3. Lancers down by 1. 7 will begin serving for Augusta. And number 2 comes in for the libero, number 16. 7 serve is over. Nice up from Kazemba. From Nelner. Bauer unable to get that over. 5-3. Lancers down by 2. 7 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. That'll go over the net this time, but too long. Off to the right. 6-3. Lancers down by... Never mind. They didn't call a number. There we go. Number 2. 2 is in the net for Augusta. So Lancers got the point. 5-4. Lancers down by 1. Milky will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by 11. Set by the libero, number 16. Pushed over by 11 from the back row. Received by Milky. Set by Nelner. Pushed over by Kazemba. Free ball for the Lancers off number 11. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba to the back row. And somebody's in the net again. Call the number, please. 2 again? There we go. They're calling that late tonight. Milky continuing to serve. Score is tied at 5. Is received by 10. Set by the libero in the back row. Bumped over from 4. Received by Milky. Set by Nelner. And Isabel will spike that into the net. 6-5. Lancers down by 1. Number 3 will come in for number 11. And number 3 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Isabel Rail. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. Received by 16. Set by 3. Pushed over by 1. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Milky. And Isabel and Hannah share the bump, which goes straight up. 7-5. Lancers down by 2. 3 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. That goes just over the block. Received by 3 and onto the floor. And in the net again on number 1. Seven to 6. Lancers down by 1. Madison Bauer will begin serving. I feel like I just said 7-6. Anyway, Bauer serve is over. Received by 4. Set by 3. Set over by 4. Nice up from Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Isabel Rail to the back. Received by 10. Set by 3. Spike from 4. Nice up from Milky. Set by Nelner. Spike from Rail again. Off the libero and into the stands. Score is tied at 7 and Bauer will begin serving for the Lancers. Continue serving. Her serve is over. Received by 4. Set by 3. Tipped over by 2 off the block from Bauer. Received by Hannah Kazumba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazumba. Received by the libero. Set by 3. Spiked over by 4. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazumba yet again. Received by 4. Set by 3. And sets it into her own face. A little bit too low of a set. 8-7. Lancers lead by 1. Bauer will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by 4. Spike back from Nelner off the free ball. And gets a kill there. 9-7. Lancers lead by 2. And I think... Oh yeah, Bauer will continue to serve. For some reason I was thinking that Augusta was going to serve, but they are not. Not yet, anyway. Bauer serve again is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. Pushed over by 2. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Isabel Rail in the center. Received by Libero. Set by 10. Spike from 4. Nice up from Milky. Received by Nelner. Spike from Kazumba. That goes off 10. Nice up. 3 unable to set it high enough for 2. However, 10-7. Lancers lead by 3. Bauer will continue to serve for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by 4. Free ball for the Lancers, which Hannah spikes down into the libero. Libero gets it up, but one is unable to put it over. 11-7. Lancers lead by 4. Bauer will continue to serve. Her serve again is over. Received by 10. 3 will push it into Kazumba's awaiting arms for the block. 12-7. Lancers lead by 5. Bauer will continue to serve. That'll go into the net this time. However, 12-8. Lancers lead by 4. 1 will begin serving for Augusta. And Julia Mayhew will come in for Madison Bauer. One serve is over. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Set over in between spike and set. And it was not coming out right. Set by Nelner. Spike from Rail. Received by Libero. Set by 3. Spike from 4. That'll go weak side. And Falkenberg is just unable to get to that. She gets to it, but sends it in the stands. 12-9. Lancers lead by 3. 1 will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by Julia Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg in the back. That'll go to the left. 12-10. Lancers lead by 2. And number 1 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve again is over. Could have been let go. However, Falkenberg puts it over and out to the left. 12-11. Lancers lead by 1. 1 will continue to serve. Her serve again is over. Received by Falkenberg into Bauer. 12-12. Score is tied. And timeout Lancers. And we are back with about 10 seconds to go. I don't know why I say we. I guess it's just a matter of habit. But, I don't know. I'm the only one here, so just ignore the we part. Or I'm the only one commentating. There are many other people in this gym. Score is tied at 12. 1 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazumba off the block from 10. And received by the libero. Spike from 10. Received by Julia Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazumba back row. That goes off the libero and into the back wall. 13-12. Lancers lead by 1. And Julia Mayhew should no. Hannah Kazemba. Hannah Kazemba will begin serving for the Lancers. I don't know the JV rotation as well as I do varsity. Kazemba's serve is over. Received by the libero. Set by 3. Spike from 4. That'll go to Hannah Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg in the center. Goes off number 2's block coming down and goes down with her. 14-12. Lancers lead by 2. Kazemba will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. Spike from 4. Lift called maybe. Yeah, there you go. 15-12. Lancers lead by 3. Kazemba will continue to serve. Kazemba's serve is over. Received by Lero. Miscommunication from Augusta. And ace for Kazemba. 16-12. Lancers lead by 4. Serve received by 10. 3 is unable to get to that in time. 17-12. Lancers lead by 5. Another ace for Kazemba, and she'll continue to serve. Kazemba's serve again is over. Received by 10. Set by the libero. And 2 will punch it over. That'll go off the net and land at the feet of Milky. 17-13. Lancers lead by 4. 7 comes in for the libero, number 16, and 2 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Hannah Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg, which goes into the net. 17-14. Lancers lead by 3. 2 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Milky. Free ball for Augusta. Pushed back over by 10. Received by Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike over from Falkenberg. And in the net called on number 10, I believe. Yeah. 18-14. Lancers lead by 4. And Isabel Rail will begin serving for the Lancers, so we haven't even made a full rotation yet. Rail serve is over. Off 3 and onto the floor. 19-14. Lancers lead by 5. Rail will continue to serve. Rail serve again is over the head of 3 and hits the back corner. 20-14. Lancers lead by 6. And Augusta will call a timeout. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the chat below and I will answer you. And we are back. I am back. Rail serve is over. Received by libero number 16. Set by 4. Spike from 10. Received by Rail. Set by Nelner. Rail will push it back over from back row, but it goes out to the right. 20-15. Yeah. Okay. 20-15. Lancers lead by 5. 11 comes in for number 3. And Milky will come in for... I mean, not. Whoops. Wrong way around. Kirsten Gallagher will come in for Katara Milky. And number 4 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg. I don't know why that name is so hard to remember, but I've messed it up at least 6 times tonight. 21-15. Lancers do lead by 6. Bauer will come in for Mayhew, and Nelner will begin serving, so we now have come full circle. Her serve is over. Received by 11, set by 4. Bumped over by 10 at the last second, goes out to the left. Lancers gain that point, 22-15. Lancers lead by 7. And Nelner will continue to serve for the Lancers. His serve is over, received by Libero, and comes up a little bit short for the setter, 23-15. Lancers lead by 8. Nelner will continue to serve. Her serve is over, received by Libero. Set by number 4, spike from 10. That goes off Nelner. Bauer unable to get there. 23-16. Yeah. Lancers lead by 7. 10 will begin serving. Oof. Her serve is over, received by Kazemba, set by Nelner. Spike from Kirsten Gallagher. That'll hit the back. 24-16. Lancers lead by 8. And timeout Augusta. Sorry, I've been really slow in this first game. Hopefully that'll get better, especially before the varsity game, because that's always a little bit fast. Falkenberg serve goes over. That is received by 1, set by the libero, and pushed over from 11. That goes to the way back, and Rail is unable to get there, as well as Falkenberg, 24-17. Lancers lead by 7, and 7 will begin serving. I feel like that happens a lot too. Whatever we lead by is the person that normally serves, unless that's just me. Her serve goes over, received by Kazemba, set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. Off the block, off 10, and down. That'll end this game, 25-17. Lancers take the game by 8. And I will be back in approximately 3 minutes for the second game. And we are back 40 seconds early. And we'll begin the game 40 seconds early. The libero number 16 will come in for 2 on Augusta's side, and 4 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over, received by Kazemba, set by Nelner, spike, set over by Milky. Off 11, up to 4. It's just rolls up and over 1-0. Lancers lead by 1. Pretty obvious. Probably didn't need to state that. Nelner will begin serving. Her serve is over, received by libero, set by 7 into the net. 2-0 Lancers lead by 2. Nelner will continue to serve. Her serve is over, received by 1, set by 4, spike from set over by 7. Received by Rail, set by Falkenberg, and pushed over from Nelner. Nice up from 4, set by 11, pushed over by 10, received by Rail. Set by Nelner, spike from Falkenberg. Goes off 4 and into the back wall. 3-0 Lancers lead. And Nelner will continue to serve. I'm not doing so well with names tonight. Nelner serve is over. That is received by 1, set by 4, pushed over by 10, rolls up and over the net. 3-1 Lancers lead by 2. 10 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over, received by Isabel Rail, and on the other side, the antenna. 3-2 Lancers lead by 1. 10 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over, received by Kazemba, set by Nelner, spike from Falkenberg. Received by 10, set by 4, bumped by 10 into the net. 4-2 Lancers lead by 2. And Falkenberg will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve just gets over. And a lift was called on... Come on, give me a number, please. They're not going to give me a number. Sad. If I had to guess, it would be 1. Either way, Lancers got the point. Falkenberg's serve goes over, set by 4. Pushed over by 11. I feel like she was over the line on that one. Anyway. Spike from Nelner, which will go over, received by 10, set by 4. Spike from 7 to the back row, received by Falkenberg, set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. Nice up from the libero, set by 4. Spike from 1. Up from Kazemba, set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. That'll go to 10, set by 4. Spike from 10 back row, which will go into the net. Kazemba was there with the block anyway. 6-2, Lancers lead by 4. Falkenberg will begin serving. Continue to serve. Her serve is over, received by the libero, set by 4. Spike from 11, that goes to the back row to Falkenberg, set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. Received by the libero, set by 1, bumped over by 11, that'll go out. 7-2, Lancers lead by 5. Falkenberg will continue to serve. Her serve is over, off 1 and into the back. 8-2, Lancers lead by 6. Falkenberg will continue to serve after the timeout from Augusta. Again, the senior night is tonight, so most of senior night stuff will happen during the varsity game, so please join us for that, whether in person or online. If you can in person. If you don't have a ticket, then don't come, because then you probably won't be let in, but... Lancers back early, Augusta taking almost every second of that timeout. 8-2 is the score. Lancers lead by 6. Falkenberg will continue to serve for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by Libero. Set by 4. Spike from 11. Nice up from Rail. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. Received by 1. Set by 4. Spike from 7. That'll go into the net. 9-2. Lancers lead by 7. And Falkenberg will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 4. Spike from 7. Rail will get to it, but nobody there to get the ball off of Rail. 9-3. Lancers lead by 6. 7 will begin serving for Augusta. And it sounded like there should be an and to that, but there isn't. My voice just didn't go down that time. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba. As you see by 7, free ball for the Lancers. Kazemba will put it right back down. And 10-3, Lancers lead by 7. Milky will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 4. Spike from 10 back row. Milky is unable to get to it in time. 10-4. Lancers lead by 6. Ella Brento will come in for Katera Milky, and number 3 will come in for number 11. Three will begin serving for Augusta. Serve is over. Received by Kazemba, which will go into the net. 10-5. Lancers lead by 5. 3 will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Off the net. And onto the floor. 10-6. Lancers lead by 4. 3 will continue to serve for Augusta. Serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba into the net. Kirsten Gallagher will come in for Isabel Rail. And 3 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve does not make it over this time. 10-7, 11-7. Lancers lead by 4. And Madison Bauer will begin to serve. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. Spike from 2. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. That'll go to the back row and out. Eleven to 8. Lancers up by 3. 1 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Bauer. Free ball. And the spike right back down is from 2. 11 to 9. Lancers lead by 2. 1 will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. Received by 3. Set by 10. Spike from 2. Received by Ella Bernthal. That'll go into the net. 11 to 10. Lancers lead by 1. 1 will continue to serve. See, there it happened again. It's got to be a coincidence, but it happens a lot. Bauer receives the serve. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba. That was also in. I do say this every game. There is at least one of these calls for both sides. At least once per game. Set by Nelner. 2 hits called on Nelner. 12-11, Lancers down by 1. 1 will be continue to serve. Serve is over. Set by Nelner. Kirsten unable to get that over. 13-11, Lancers down by 2. Timeout, Lancers. And 13-11 is the score. Lancers down by 2. 1 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Spike from Hannah Kazemba off the block. Nice save by Hannah Kazemba and Nelner to put it back over, but 10 will spike it to the back corner where nobody was. So 14-11, Lancers down by 3. 1 continuing to serve. Her serve is over. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Bumped over by Hannah Kazemba. Free ball for the Lancers off the spike. Seed by 2. Set by 10. Spike from 2. That'll go into the net. 14-12. Lancers down by 2. Milky will come in for Bernthal and Mayhew will come in for Bauer. Hannah Kazemba will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. Spike from 4. Received by Milky. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg, which goes off her hand wrong, but ends up working out. 14-13. Lancers down by 1. Kazemba continuing to serve. Serve is over. Nice up from the libero. Set by 3. Pushed over by 4. Lift called on number 3. 14-14 is the score. And Hannah Kazemba will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by 10. Set by the libero. Bumped over from 10. And that'll go out. 16-15. Lance. I thought it was tied at 15. 15-14. Lancers lead by 1. Kazemba serve goes to number 2. Set by 3. Pushed over by 4. Set by Nelner. Spike from Kirsten. Received by the libero. Set by 3. Spike from 10. Received by Nelner. Set by Kirsten Gallagher. Bumped over from Falkenberg. Received by 1. Set by 3. Spike from 4. Lift called on number 3. Or 2 hits. 2 hits. 16-14. Lancers lead by 2. Kazemba continuing to serve. Her serve is over off the libero and onto the ground. 17-14. Lancers lead by 3. And Kazemba will continue to serve. Kazemba serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. That goes off the top of the net and falls down on Augusta's side. 18-14. Lancers lead by 4. Kazemba's serve is over. Received by 10. Set by 3. Bumped over from 4. Received by Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike from Gallagher. That goes out to the right. 18-15. Lancers lead by 3. 7 will come in for the libero. Number 16 and number 2 will begin to serve. Her serve is over and long. 19-15, Lancers lead by 4, and Isabel Rail will begin serving. Her serve is over. Libero let it go, but it does fall in. 20-15, Lancers lead by 5. Rail will continue to serve. Her serve again is over. Received by the Libero. Set by 4. Spike from 10. And that'll go down at the feet of Isabel Rail. 20-16. Lancers lead by 4. 4 will begin to... See, I tell you, something's up with this. It's 4 times in one game. Her serve is over. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg, which goes in. 21-15. Lancers lead by 5. 21-16. Lancers lead. See, somehow I did the math right, but said the numbers wrong. Don't ask how I did that. Anyway, Nelner will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by number 1 off 4 and under the ground. 22-16. Lancers lead by 6. Bauer will come in for Mayhew. And Nelner will continue to serve. Nelner's serve is over. Received by 4. Set by 11. Bumped over by 4. Received by 1. There we go. Received by Kazemba. Set by Nelner. Pushed over by Falkenberg. Received by 4. 7. Not realizing that she had to set it. 23-16. Lancers lead by 7. Timeout from Augusta. Again. I feel like, well, does anybody know if there's a timeout limit in volleyball? Because I feel like they've already used like 6 or 7 already. Probably more like 5. But they've used quite a few. And I feel like there is a limit, but maybe not. Down there continuing to serve 23-16 in the score. Lancers lead by 7. That is received by 1, set by 4. Psych from 7 to the back row. Received by Rail, set by 10. Nelner. Pushed over by Falkenberg. Received by the Libero, set by 4. Spike from 10. Received by Rail, set by Nelner. Spike from Kazemba, back row. That goes way too far. 23-17. Lancers lead by 6. Ten serve is over. Received by Kazemba, set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. Augusta getting it over by pure reaction. 23-18. 10 will continue to serve. Lancers lead by 5. Ten serve again is over. Received by Rail. Tipped over by Nelner. Free ball for the Lancers. Set by Nelner. Spike from Bauer. And that'll go down. 24-18. Lancers lead by 6. And Falkenberg will begin serving. And if we score here too, we'll end on the same server as last time. We went through the same amount of servers as last time as well. Set over by 17, and we do get that point. 2 hits called on number 7. So that is game. So this next game will not matter, but we will play it just for fun because we have time. So we'll be back in 3 minutes for the game. That doesn't really matter. I mean, not saying that it doesn't matter, but in the sense that it doesn't count towards the match. 4 serve is over. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. That'll go to number 1. Set by the libero number 16. Set over by 10. Where will put it up, but nobody there to get it. 1-0. Lancers down by 1. Yes, that was completely necessary. 4 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve is over. Nice up from Bauer. Received by set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg. Set by 4. Bumped over from 16. Received by Falkenberg. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. Should go into the net. 2-0. Lancers down by 2. Again, completely necessary. 4 will continue to serve for Augusta. Her serve again is over. Received by Rail. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg. 2-1. Lancers down by 1. Nelner will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by number 1. Set by number 4. Set over by 7. Received by Williams. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg. Received by 1. Set by 4. Spike from 11. Nice up from Williams. Set by Nelner. Bumped over from Falkenberg. Bump from 1. Pushed over by 4. Received by Williams. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. Nice up from 4. Spike from 10 off Nelner. Falkenberg will put that back in play. Pushed over by Nelner. Received by 11. Set by 4. Spike from 10. That goes to Nelner. Set by Milky. Spike from Nelner. I can't see who put that up. All their numbers were... Oh, okay, so that was 2 and then to 4, and then 2 couldn't put it over. The libero number 16 comes in for number 2, and Nelner will continue to serve. Score is tied at 2. Her serve is over. Received by 11. Set by 4. Bumped over from 1 in the back row, which goes into the net. Nelner serve again goes over. Received by 1. Set over by 10. Received by Nelner. Set by Milky. Spike from Nelner. So used to saying Nelner setting. That when she's spiking, I say set. 4-2. Lancers lead by 2. Nelner continuing to serve. Her serve again is over. Off 11 and into the back row. 5-2. Lancers lead by 3. Nelner serve again goes over. 4. No, that's not 4. Number 1. In the stands opposite. 6-2. Lancers lead by 4. Nelner will continue to serve. Her serve goes over. Received by libero. Set by 4. Bump spike from 10. Nice up from Nelner. Tipped over by Milky. 4 will put that up and over. Received by Bauer and onto the ground. 6-3. Lancers lead by 3. And 10 will begin serving for Augusta. Sorry, I yawned and then it was in the middle of a play. 6-4. Lancers lead by 2. 10 continuing to serve for Augusta. First serve is over. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg. That'll go down. 7-4. Lancers lead by 3. And Falkenberg will begin serving. Julia Mayhew will come in for Ava Williams. Falkenberg serve goes over. 10 could have let that go. She spikes it over off Falkenberg goes to Nelner. Spike from Milky goes to 10. See by the libero, bumped over by 4. See by Rail, set by Nelner. Tipped over by Julian Mayhew, which does fall out. Eight to 4. Lancers lead by 4. And Falkenberg will continue to serve. Your serve is over. Received by 1, set by 4. Spike from 7, received by Rail, set by Nelner. Spike from Milky goes into the net. 8 to 5. Lancers lead by 3. 2 will come in for the libero. And number 7 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike from Bauer. Nice up from 10. Saved by 1 and 4 will push it over. Received by Mayhew. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. 4 will put it up, but nobody there to get it. 9 to 5. Lancers lead by 4. Libero will come back in for number 2. And Milky will begin serving for the Lancers. Serve is over. Received by Libero. Set by 4. Spike from 10 to the back row. That goes off Heinze and in the back wall. I missed Heinze coming in. When did that happen? Who did she even come in for? Hannah Kazemba? Or Erica? One of those two. Probably Hannah Kazemba. She's in her spot. 9 to 6. Lancers lead by 3. 3 will begin. See, there it happened again. Something's up with that. 3 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over. Received by Rail. Set by Nelner. Tipped over by Mayhew. Received by 3. Set by 1. Pushed over by 2. Received by Nelner. Set by Bauer. Pushed over by Rail. And 2 will send it under the net. 10 to 6. Lancers lead by 4. Bernthal will come in for Bauer. Bernthal will begin serving for the Lancers. Her serve just goes over. Received by 4. Set by 3. Spike from 4 goes into the net. 11 to 6. Lancers lead by 5. Bernthal will continue to serve. Her serve goes into the net this time. 11 to 7. Lancers lead by 4. And number 1 will begin serving for Augusta. Her serve is over and at the feet of Heinze. 11 to 8. Lancers down by up by 3. 1 will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by Bernthal. Set by Nelner. Spike from Mayhew and Rail. The same. Okay, that's the second time I think I've ever seen it happen. The other time it happened in the varsity game with Erica Oster and Annie Oster. I think. Yeah. Timeout called for Augusta, I think. I missed it. It's talking about varsity. 12 to 8 is the score. Lancers lead by 4. And Williams will be serving when we get back. When I get back. 12-8 is the score. Lancers lead by 4. Williams will begin serving. Her serve goes into the net. 12-9. Lancers lead by 3. And number 2 will begin serving. I was going to say if it's 3 again. 3 just served. Her serve is over and out. 13-9. Lancers lead by 4. The libero will come back in for number 2. And Isabel Rail will begin serving for the Lancers. Serve is over. Received by 3. Set by 4. Spike from 10. Received by Ava Williams. Set by Falkenberg. Spike from Nelner. It goes off one. Hard time for the libero there. It almost went off the basketball hoop, and that's always hard to judge. 14-9. Lancers lead by 5. Rail continues to serve. That goes to 10. Set by 7. Bumped over by 3. And into the net. I like how I say bumped over and then it goes into the net. Or bumped over and it goes under the net. 15-9. Lancers lead by 6. Rail continuing to serve. Her serve goes over. Received by the libero. Set by 4. Spike from 10 goes into the net. 16-9. Lancers lead by 7. Rail continuing to serve. Her serve is over and out. 16-10. Lancers lead by 6. 4 will begin serving. For Augusta, number 11 will come in for number 3. Her serve is over. Received by Williams. Set by Nelner. Spike from Falkenberg to the back corner. Nobody there. 17-10. Lancers lead by 7. Madison Bauer will come in for Ella Bernthal. Nelner will begin serving. Her serve is over off the libero and out. Great effort. 18-10. Lancers lead by 8. Nelner will continue to serve. Her serve is over. Received by number 1. Set by the libero. Spike from 10. Goes out of the back. That was really close. It almost looked like it hit the back line. 19-10. Lancers lead by 9. Nelner's serve goes into the net. 19-11. Lancers lead by 8. And 10 will begin serving. Her serve is over. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Milky. 4 hits called. 19-12. Lancers lead by 7. 10 continuing to serve for Augusta. Her serve goes over. Received by Nelner. Set by Milky. Spike from Falkenberg. Goes over to 4. Set by 11. Set over by 7. Nice up from Williams. And out to the left. 19-13. Lancers lead by 6. Oh yeah, it is 10. 10 continuing to serve. Her serve is over. Received by Bauer. Set by Nelner. Spike from Bauer. Received by libero. Set by 11. Set over by 7. And a lift called. They didn't give me a number though. Probably the setter. I don't remember who I said set though. Probably 4. Yeah, that would make sense. Falkenberg begins serving. Her serve is over to 10. Set by 4. Tipped over by Ava Williams and out. 22-14. They add a point for themselves. I feel like it should have been 15. There's no way they could have put that up there that fast. 21-14. Lancers lead by 7. Heinze comes in for Falkenberg, and Milky will begin serving. Her serve is over, received by 10, set by 4. Spike from 10 back row, received by Nelner, Bauer, and Williams. Miscommunicate there, nobody gets the set, 21-15. Lancers lead by 6, 3 will begin serving. Serve is over, received by Nelner, that'll go off to the left, 21-16. Lancers lead by 5. 3 continuing to serve. (22-16), Lancers lead by 8. Bauer will begin serving for the Lancers. Serve is over, received by 4, set by 3, spike from 4. Received by Milky, set by Williams and over. 2 spike goes into the net. Bauer serve goes over, received by 10, set by 3, spike from 4. That goes into the net as well, 24-16. Lancers lead by 8. Bauer continuing to serve. Her serve comes up short this time, 24-17. Lancers lead by 7, and number 1 will begin serving for Augusta. 1 more and Lancers will take this game. Her serve is over, received by Heinze. There we go. Set by Nelner. Spike from Williams goes into the net. 24-18. Lancers now lead by 6-1, continuing to serve. Her serve is over, received by Bauer. Free ball. Received by Williams. Set by Milky. Spike from Nelner. Received by the libero. Set by 3. And 2 is unable to put it over. 25-18. That ends the third game. Lancers won all 3. And thank you for coming. I hope you all join us for the varsity game, probably beginning within 10 minutes or so. So please join us for that. And I think this is the last regular season game for JV and C team. So I don't think we'll see them playing anymore, but we will see varsity in regionals on Tuesday. So see you then if you're not joining us for the varsity game.